Hi everyone. Previous video we have seen about average and RMS value of sinusoidally varying voltage and current. So here we will see about form factor and peak factor of sinusoidally varying quantity. Either it may be voltage or current. So both will be same form factor and peak factor value. So because it is a factors, right? That's what. So if you take voltage and current, if you calculate the form factor or peak factor, that will be same for both voltage and current waveforms. So form factor, so it is defined as the ratio of RMS value to the average value is called form factor. Form factor Kf is equal to RMS value by average value. So alternating current waveform, if you take 0.707 Im by 0.637 Im, that is equal to 1.11 you will get. So finally, if you take voltage 0.707 Em by 0.637 Em, that is equal to 1.11. So both voltage and current form factor is same, right? So hence RMS value is 1.11 times the average value. So these formulas, these factors are very important for your exams, competitive exams especially. So this they will give the questions in your multiple choice, right? Peak factor. So it is defined as the ratio of maximum value to RMS value is called peak factor or amplitude factor. Ka is equal to maximum value by RMS value. So for sinusoidal alternating quantity, Ka is equal to Im by root 2. RMS value is generally Im by root 2, no? So substituting Im by root 2, you will get root 2. Root 2 is equal to 1.414. Similarly, for sinusoidal alternating voltage, Ka is equal to also 1.414 you will get, right? So these factors are very important for your VTU external examinations and for competitive exams also, especially those who are writing, those are preparing for AE and AW, assistant engineering, assistant executive engineering, and also HAL exams, so ISRO exams, DRDO exams. So these relations, these factors are very important. So next we will see the sinusoidally varying voltage and current or phasor representation of alternating quantities. Right here we are considering the alternating voltage or current waveforms. So how those two will be, we'll see, right? An alternating voltage or current changes in magnitude and direction at every instant. The location of the condition of the alternating quantity at any particular instant is called phase. Instant is called phase, right? So coming to the, so here we are considering the two alternating waveforms, current waveforms I1, I2. So having some phase difference pi. So I1 is magnitude is Im, I1m, and I2 magnitude is I2m. So these having phase difference of pi 1. So in phasor diagram you can say, you can see I1, I2. So phase difference is pi 1. So we can say that I2 lags the I1 by pi 1 degrees, and I1 leads the I2 by pi 1 degrees, right? So these are the lead or lag concept. Already we have discussed in module 2 for RLC circuits, right? So here we are taking the two current waveforms I1 sin omega t, I2 sin of omega t minus pi 1. So both are having in phase, there is no phase difference. So we can say that the two quantities are said to be in phase with each other, right? There is no phase angle, there is no phase difference. The phase angle is 0 degrees. if they passes through the zero values at the same instant and rises the same direction as shown in the above figure. The phase difference is 0. So coming to the next case, the last case, if the two quantities are passing through zero values at the same instant but opposite directions, that is called so these two are in opposite phase each other. The phase angle between these two quantities are 180 degrees. So we can see the in these figures I1 and I2. I1 passes from 0 with passes starts to the positive and negative directions. I2 also starts from same instant. It is in opposite to the I1. So in phasor diagram also we can see I1 is going one direction, I2 is going opposite to the I1 direction. So those two quantities are, we can say that both are out of phase each other. The phase angle between I1 and I2 is 180 degrees. Okay. So thank you everyone. So next video, so we'll discuss about problems on AC fundamentals, right? So practice this form factor, peak factor, definitions. Well, sometimes they may ask you to define the form factor and peak factor, and also define the average and RMS values. On last before time, they ask you to define the following form factor. They given form factor, peak factor, RMS value, average value, and also first video we have seen uh, um, definition of amplitude, time period. Those definitions also they will ask, right? Okay. Thank you everyone. So if you have any doubt, you can contact me through phone or through the WhatsApp, right? Thank you everyone.